This fire was burning so hot that it melted this trash can and part of the neighbor's porch nearly 20 feet away. And as you look around, the pavement is just completely covered in a thick layer of slippery ice. We're currently in the alleyway behind the house right now, where Chief Schaefer told me that the fire started. Ben, Angela, I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this story today. I'm taking one of Silvacycle's first sneak peek classes. No one plans to get stuck out in the cold, but here are a few must-haves you should keep in your car, just in case. The department's been putting on this event for over a decade. How many hamburgers and hot dogs do you say you serve every year? A hat, gloves, scarf, or even a blanket. And if you're traveling far, make sure your phone is always charged. Or only produces turkeys during this time of year, so now's the time to reach in and take one home. Then I met with Haley Morton shortly after she got out of the hospital today, and she told me what it was like to wake up in a house on fire.
It went so fast, and by the time we got out and to the fence and over the fence, half the house was already gone.
Melted toys and charred appliances are all that's left of Morton's home. She points out where the kitchen used to be and where the fire started, and just how close her family was to the flames.
My kids' bedroom and where they slept.
The fire started around 3 a.m., and it wasn't an alarm that woke her up this morning.
I woke up to the smoke, and I don't know, instantly I knew what it was, but I didn't, and it was just instant panic and yelling, saying fire, like get out.
In the trailer at the time was Morton, her 2 kids, her boyfriend, and a friend. Both of the kids made it out unharmed, but Morton was seriously burned, and one of her dogs didn't make it out.
I received second-degree burns on my back, and I have burns on my hands.
And she wasn't even touched by the fire. The radiant heat was enough to melt this trash can and this car's bumper.
By the time the fire department showed up, it was completely gone.
Looking at what's left of her home.
That's my bed. That's what's left of my bed and my bedroom window.
Morton is reminded of what she still has.
Blessed to have such an amazing family and a support system that sometimes I forget that I have.
For the last 10 years, Turner Farms has been helping families in Missoula pick out that perfect pumpkin. From orange to white and even green, there are hundreds of pumpkins to choose from.
I'm looking for a big one.
But Charlie knows just what he's looking for.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. This is the second year Charlie and his family have gone pumpkin picking at Turner Farms, and he was telling me about the one he got last year.
I got a ginormous green one.
Now, he's not the only kid to find a perfect pumpkin in the patch.
I wanted this pumpkin because it's a cute one. Alpacas!
But there is a lot more to Turner Farms than just pumpkins.
It is a running farm, an operating farm. We have animals. All the meat that we produce is grown there, fed from there. So it's truly as local and as organic as you can get.
Every year, Turner has kids from local schools come help out on the farm by planting pumpkins, pressing apples, and taking care of the animals.
So my favorite part is seeing these kids, FFA kids, 4-H kids, kids that don't know anything about that, wanting to know about their agriculture, wanting to know where their food comes from, wanting to know where their meat comes from.
Then other kids like Charlie can take that pumpkin and some new knowledge home with them.
You got it?
Yeah.
In Missoula, Spencer Schacht, Montana Right Now.
Ladies and gents.
Char Hakes got her first llama in the 90s, and since then she's continued to grow her herd.
We used to have up to almost 80, and now we're down to about 30.
Even with so many animals, she takes care of each one personally.
Hey, Ashley, do you want some water? Yep, she's thirsty.
Knowing each one by name.
And if they don't have a name, I give them a name. Come on in, Cantata. Come on, Crystal. Hi, Mr. Ruby. His name is Gunner. This is Kiora. And then I have Thor.
Safe Haven Llama and Alpaca Sanctuary became a nonprofit back in 2004 when people started to lose interest in llamas. But Hakes never did.
but we've had them from Washington and all parts of Montana, Idaho.
But this year, her nonprofit hit a bump in the road when they couldn't host their annual fundraiser.
I did one last year, and then we were going to have one with the stations and everything this year, but my mom was really ill, and so we had to cancel it.
Then the situation got more dire when her truck stopped working.
So that if I need to take an animal to the vet or haul hay or haul feed home, I need a pickup.
But transportation isn't her only need. Running on 100% volunteers and donation, Hakes says she'll take anything from feed to cash. Plus,
it is all tax deductible since we are a 501c3.
But for now, Hakes is going to continue to take care of her llamas as if they were her family.
And this is just a big family here. Yeah. You know, big family of llamas.
In Corvallis, Spencer Schacht, Montana Right Now.